Welcome to Prime Sports. Let's begin with the Black Stars. They have wrapped up preparations for Friday's big friendly game against Brazil. Coach Addo and captain Addo Jnr appeared before the press earlier today in France. Joy Sports reporter Addo Jnr sat through the press conference.
Addo and Black Stars captain Addo Jnr has finished with a press conference speaking to the media ahead of the game against Brazil on Friday. That's a pre-World Cup friendly, and the Black Stars are hoping to play that game plus another against Nicaragua on the 27th of September. Coach Addo, as expected, was quizzed on a number of issues. He was asked about what he made of the Brazil side, and you remember that he was on the bench in 2006 World Cup when the Black Stars lost 3-0 to Brazil in the round of 16 game. He says he sees this game as a normal one, even though he agrees that the Brazilians are, of superior quality. They have much quality in their squad. He's hoping that his boys can match them, boot for boot. He was asked a question about Mohamed Kudus and how he's been deployed lately in Ajax. He's been playing in a false nine role, scored quite a number of goals. He says he's not surprised about Mohamed Kudus' performances as a false nine, but ultimately he was tight-lipped on how he's going to use him. We'll leave that out there. There was a question to him, and it was one that was always coming, about why Joseph Pinsel, the man who plays his football for Genk in Belgium, missed out on the squad. He was part of the last call-up. Coach Addo said they had to take some serious decisions. That was a very tough decision to take, but they arrived at that because he felt that they're better players, or players who have done well right in the team than he at the moment. That was an interesting one as well. Coach Addo obviously was asked a question about competition in the Black Stars, and he says there are a lot of things to try and decide, and lots don't be on fine lines. Like he mentioned, the right back position that has got the likes of, Alidu Seidu, waiting right in there, like Tariq Lamptey, who has just joined the squad, and of course Dennis Odoi, who plays his football for Club Brugge. These are tight areas, and he says when you look around the pitch, it's all about competition, and he's looking just onto the pitch to see what they can do in terms of performances they're putting out there on the training to take a decision. Last but not the least, Captain Addo Jnr was asked about Brazil, and he says he agrees they're better, but they are ready to play against Brazil on Friday. And then he was asked a question about the initiation dance. We saw videos go around. We are not too surprised, but he says it's a tradition that has come to stay. He came to meet that tradition, and he's going to make sure that it runs through till whoever takes over from him as captain. Addo Jnr reporting from Deauville.
All right, so in today's press conference, and as Addo Jnr reported there, the Black Stars head coach Addo, he's hinted at deploying informed Ajax playmaker Kudus Mohamed in a false nine position in the game against Brazil. Joy Sports reporter Mubarak Haruna has been looking at the 22-year-old season so far. All right, now time to hear from captain of the team, Addo Jnr, who concedes that Brazil are the better team, but assures Ghanaians the players will be up for the battle against Seleção.
It's a big game because it's, like I said, it's today at the moment, I think, one of the best, if not the best team in the world currently. So, yeah, it's a big game. It's good for us. It's a good test. We know they're favorites. We have to keep them that respect and that badge, but we are there to fight, to give them a tough time, to impose what we can do. And it's going to be nice to see where we stand, to see how we cope with the best. That's what we are looking for. So yeah, it's a tough one. But this game is like we said, a preparation game. And with the little experience that I have before tournaments, whether you have a great game today doesn't show you to have a great game.
Still on the same game, two former Ghana defenders, Tony Bafo and Sami Kufuor, have also been speaking to Joy Sports ahead of that game, and they are optimistic Ghana will get a good result against the Brazilians.
I always like to talk about the team, and when I talk about the team, I think they're working very hard. The training is very intense. The new boys are very well integrated into the team. You saw the way they were dancing, so they accepted, and we have added more quality to the roster of the squad, and it's not going to be easy to choose the first 11. We have a young squad. We have a lot of speed in the squad, and I was quite happy with the way most of them played, like Kudus in the Champions League. This is very important. Kamaldeen scored his first goal, and you see Salifu being regular in the Premier League. You have the experience of Dede Ayew, Jordan Ayew. You have the rock behind Chiku, and with all these youngsters, I believe that
they are so good to me.
if we get our tactics right,
My son was there, Floyd.
we will make a very good impression. I believe in the coaching team, in Addo Jnr, George Watton, Chris Hutton, and Masoud Didi Dramani. And also you have seen that the squad and the coaching team is becoming bigger and bigger. I remember in 2014, the official delegation needed to have like 55 people accredited. Germany came with 80 people. And now 55 is no more enough. You need a team behind the team, and I think the leadership of the Ghana Football Association has done well. They allowed Otto to operate, and now, of course, let's look for tomorrow, what is going to happen, and I hope, inshallah, that we come out with a very, very positive result. I have faith in the team, and I have faith in the coaching team as well.
Just be yourself, and then know that you can do better for yourself, and then I believe the country and your family.
Do you like what you're seeing?
Amazing, for me, amazing. I think the quality, and then everybody who is playing make it so nice, and then everybody is so relaxed in camp, and there's a harmony, there's a unity, and there's a good atmosphere around the team. So I believe this time around we're going to surprise Brazil.
So far, what have you made of the young, the new faces in the Black Stars, how they've been able to integrate?
When you talk to them, you could see the excitement in their face, and I think it indicates very well with Tariq when he said that he's so excited, he's so happy to be here. That makes it very nice.
All right, assistant coach of the Black Stars, George Boateng, he has exclusively told Joy Sports the Brazil game will give the technical team a good indication of the level of the Black Stars.
Playing against the world #1, what a challenge, what a prospect to look forward to. As a coach, you want to test yourself against the best, but I can also say definitely the players will want to test themselves against the best. So playing against Brazil is a game that you don't need motivation for. You'll be more than motivated to get out there and perform. And also it will give us a good indication of the level that we are at, the players individually, collectively, and as a group of staff with the players. Nicaragua would be different. I think Nicaragua would be a different challenge because they are not so highly ranked as Brazil. But the danger in that is that sometimes players then become very, very complacent, thinking, oh, this will be an easier game. But there are no such thing as easy game.
All right, one man that's not in that Black Star squad that will take on Brazil tomorrow is Rio Ave forward Abdulaziz Yakubu. He says he dreams of playing at the FIFA World Cup with the Black Stars after an impressive start to the 2022-23 season. The Ghanaian was instrumental in powering his team to the top flight last season as they won the Liga Portugal 2. He scored 11 times in 33 appearances in that run. In the Primeira Liga this season, Aziz has already netted 5 times in 7 appearances. However, he missed out on Addo Jnr's squad for the September friendlies against Brazil and Nicaragua. You're watching Prime Sports, so we'll take a short break. When we come back, we have more stories ahead. Welcome back. Now, as part of activities marking the Right to Information Week, the Commission has organized a health walk and medical screening here in Accra. There's more in the following report.
The celebration is aimed at empowering all persons to have access to information from public institutions in order to promote a culture of transparency and accountability. The week-long celebrations started with a health walk from the RTI office in Jolu through Accra Mall and finally to Presec, where aerobics and football gala were held. Yao Sapon Boatin is Executive Secretary of the Right to Information Commission.
This is part of our activities to mark the celebration of the Right to Information Week 2022. And we scheduled this program because keeping fit is very important, and at least once in a year we are able to remind ourselves the importance of keeping fit, and then also walking through the streets and using this opportunity to sensitize the public about what the Right to Information law is all about. That is what we have set ourselves up in doing.
There was also a health screening exercise for staff of RTI Commission. Some of them shared their experience.
Basically, I think it's something very good because, you know, we are not used to always going to the hospital to check all these things. So when you get this opportunity, it's important that you take it. Yeah, and it's free. I didn't pay a penny, you understand? And I was advised on what to do when I have certain feelings about my eye, you understand?
Okay, exercise makes you very strong, it makes you healthy, so I advise that people exercise more frequently and it will make everybody healthy.
All right, the 2022 Middle East Africa Rugby League Championship will be held between September 27 and October 2, 2022. That will be held here in Ghana. The winners of the tournament will also join the next phase of the qualification for the 2025 Rugby League World Cup. Joining us in the studio to talk about the MEA Rugby League Championship and Team Ghana's readiness is Selom Kuwonu, Deputy Communications Manager of Rugby League Federation Ghana. Selom, thank you very much for joining us here. Tell us a bit more about Ghana hosting this competition.
Okay, so it's a privilege that Ghana is hosting this competition. We made a bid somewhere early this year and we won it. It was hosted by Nigeria in 2019, where Nigeria won the competition. But this time around, we are trying to have a host and win here in Ghana. We have in Kenya, Cameroon, Nigeria also face up in the tournament to see who qualifies for the 2025 World Cup in France. Yeah,
let's talk about readiness to host the competition. What exactly do you need? What have you been putting in place for this competition in terms of facilities and other logistics?
Okay, so as it stands now, we don't have a professional rugby field, but it's being put up for the African Games that's coming up. So currently we'll be using the Sabah field in Legon, which is quite okay. The size is the standard for the rugby league. We have players training. We have a Middle East Championship director in town helping sort out some logistics. So we are good to go. Yeah, we are good to go.
The MEA Rugby League Championship, why must we care? Why is this a big deal? Paint a picture for me how much of a big deal
so
this is.
Middle East Africa Championship. We have 6 countries who are in that region. That's Lebanon, South Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, and Morocco. But Morocco wasn't able to make it, so Kenya is taking their place. Okay. So this tournament between the 4 countries, whoever wins this tournament, the first 2 to pass out is going to join Lebanon and South Africa to play another playoffs to qualify for the 2025 World Cup in France.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah. So next year we'll hopefully be playing the playoffs in South Africa.
Wow. Yeah. Let's talk about Team Ghana's own preparations. Apart from you preparing to host the tournament, there's also the actual team that has to play. Yeah. How good of a team do you think we have, and what are our chances?
We actually have a solid team because we have 7 male clubs playing in Ghana currently. Okay. So from the day one of the season where we started, we have the technical team who keeps statistics on each player who plays the league. Okay. So at the end of that, we look at the statistics, how good you are. It's not just a call-up on who is good by just looking at. We have statistics that back the call-up. We have also foreign-based players who play in UK and New Zealand who are actually in town to join. But it's not a direct selection for them. They also have to prove their point. Right. So on Sunday, we'll have the 90-man squad being called up out of 24, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right. Hopefully, Ghana is going to win it.
Hopefully. And what kind of support would you guys need, obviously, with something this big? You need support coming from all kinds of angles.
Yes, we need support from Ghana, we need support from Ghanaians, we need support from the corporate world because there are other logistics we have to take care of. Yeah. The federation is a very young federation that take care of everything by ourselves. We are a bunch of young exuberant young men
Right.
who cater for everything. So we need support from...
Quite incessant.
Yes.
Daniel never stops.
Exactly. So we keep pushing. So
Yeah.
this time around, we need support from government, from Ghanaians to come rally behind the team. Corporate bodies. We have corporate bodies who are also supporting a bit with products and all that. We have Consume, we have Cheesy Pizza, we have Baltic, we have A1 Diesel, we have Long Chips who are supporting with products, water and all that. But we need more. Oliver Twist will say we need more to help grow the sports in Ghana.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, and all the best to Team Ghana in the preparations. We'll be there to support as usual.
Thank you.
So hopefully Ghana can win that competition
Exactly.
and qualify for our very first Rugby League World Cup. Thank you very much. Selom Kubono is the Deputy Communications Manager for Rugby League Ghana. They're hosting a competition here in October, at the beginning of October, towards the end of September as well, right? All right, so that will be all here on Prime Sports. My name is Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo. Do check out our website, myjoyland.com/sports for more sports news. Until then, do take care of yourself. Bye.